Today, as we know, a feast of St. Don Bosco. I am coming from a Salesian parish, so I have for everything I have a story to tell. So, from childhood onwards, my faith was nurtured by the Salesians, and so naturally, the first saint maybe which we were taught is Don Bosco. After that, only times other saints comes. And today, when I was coming, I reminded of one person, and after coming here, I remembered some other person. Today, in the gospel, we have these two girls, one girl and one woman. Little girl of 12 years, another one is a woman suffering for 12 years. So today morning, like I see like who is celebrating birthday. That is why before getting up, I see like let me see somebody. So then I found like one girl. Her name is Donna, 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 Italian Donna, Donna. I don't know what is her spelling. She celebrates her birthday. So I asked like why. Like 10 years back, we studied together in Rome. She was in Jesus Youth. Then she asked because I was born on this feast day of Don Bosco, so they want to put something related to Don Bosco. So they put a Don and Donna, like they put Donna, Don. But Don is like it is addressed for father. Don Bosco is a John Bosco. His name is John. But everybody, Bosco is a surname. But everybody called Don Bosco. It's like Father Bosco. That is what we call. So another person whom I remember is Father Don Bosco. He is from my Vijayawada diocese. So when I started active in Jesus Youth, he was a youth director in 2006. So his name is Don Bosco. Then he became priest. His elder brother also priest. Sadly, his elder brother died during COVID 2 years back. And this Father Don Bosco is maybe because like that name he carries, the spirit of Don Bosco. He is like very much willing to do for youth. And first appointment after his ordination, this Archbishop Prakash Mallavarapu, who was the Bishop of Vijayawada, first appointment only he gave him as a youth director. Then that continues still. After that he went to Belgium, did doctorate and all, but still he continues. And during this while he was a youth director in Vijayawada, and I used to work in Hyderabad, and I used to collaborate with Father Don Bosco. I used to travel from Vijayawada to Hyderabad to Vijayawada and all. And actually, like I met Sister Namita and all MSI sisters also because of him. Like there was one Salesian, some program, youth animation program, and Father brought all the Nirmala sisters. Sister Sundari was also there in that group in 2007. So he brought all people to Birdi, that is a Salesian provincial house in Hyderabad. So during that gathering one day, I met Sister Namita, 2006 or 7. So Father Don Bosco is very important, as much as Saint Don Bosco for me. And Father Don Bosco's like a mark, like everybody will be recognized with something, right? So Father Don Bosco has started from 2006 onwards his own name, like brand name or something like that is called Thalithakumi. Today's gospel. So Thalithakumi. So it was a program name for the nurses in St. Anne's of Providence, American hospital, we say in Vijayawada, right? So for that program, Jesus is also collaborating. So Father gave that name, Thalithakumi. We thought like it's a program name. Even for example, the name Jesus Youth also, it was a program name in 1985. So one youth program was named as Jesus Youth 85. After that, the whole movement is named and identified, and now it is like a copyrighted name for the Jesus youth. So in Father life, Don Bosco's life also, this Thalithakumi is like it has become his own name. Now Father continues to help young people in different ways, especially helping young people for higher studies and all. So when I see, I get different images and different people to remember. But in throughout this episode, we see the gospel, faith. Faith plays the central role. Jairus knows that child is dying, and this woman suffering with hemorrhage, she also lost all her hope. But in spite of that, hope against hope, and and they experience the miracle. And even if you see in the life of St. Don Bosco, so there was nothing like that before, and especially to bring the street children, and it started with like that, gathering the street children, young boys. Now, the Salesian family priest is one of the largest congregations, men congregations, and also a lot of contribution from the women religious who follow the spirituality of Salesians. So when we have this faith, God will rise us up, like holding hand. Little girl, I say to you, arise. So faith, we have a little, God will raise us up, and it will strengthen the faith of others also. So let us ask God to have that faith, and let us ask His grace that we continue to have that faith, so that in the times of struggle, troubles, confusions, questions, that we hold on to faith and receive God's blessings in our life.